Welcome to Free Tutorial TV and a tutorial about the PyQt6 course. In this lesson, we are going to learn about QCheckBox class. Now, a QCheckBox is an options button that can be checked or unchecked. Now, checkboxes are typically used to represent features in an application that can be enabled or disabled without affecting others. Now, whenever a checkbox is checked, it emits a signal that is called stateChanged. Now we can connect this signal we want to trigger in action each time. Checkbox senses its stats. Also, we can use isChecked method to query whether or not a checkbox is checked. Mostly, a checkbox is used when you want the user to select one or more than one options from a set of options. In such situation, we need to make use of checkboxes. Now let's create a practical example. Now I'm going to create a new Python file. So for my part 2, I want to add a Python file. Let me just call the checkbox example. So after creating of this, I'm going to copy and paste my window code. So this is a Q widgets window. So let me change the title to Q checkbox. Now if I run this, you will see that I have a simple window. Now after creating of our window, we need some import Q checkboxes related to Q widgets module. For that, we need to import that Q checkbox, and also we need a QH box layout. We need the Q level, and also we need QB box layout. Now let's create our H box layout in here. So I can just say H box equal to the QH box layout to add my checkboxes inside the horizontal box layout. Now let's create our first one. So for our first checkbox, so I can just put dot check equal to QCheckBox, and let's give you a title that's Python, and let's add this to the hbox layout. So hbox dot add widget, and we want to add to our check one, and also we need to set the main layout. So self dot set layout to the hbox layout. Now if I run this, you can see that our first checkbox in here, there's a method that you can use in your checkbox. For example, we can use that setIcon method that used in setting of the icon for the checkbox. And let's do that, and we can just say self dot check one dot set icon. It's actually a q icon, say q icon, and I have some icons in here to the image folder, so I want to add that. So I can just say images, and the first one is py.png, and run this. You can see that we have an icon with the checkbox. Also we can set the icon size here and also the font size. So we can say self dot check one dot set icon size, and we need to give a q size in here. First let's import that from a qt core. So from pyqt6.qt core, import q size, and just say q size, and here we can give the size, for example, uh, 40 by 40. So you can see that now it's bigger. And self dot set font, the q font. So q font to be import from Qt GUI module, so q font, and here you can type q font and type the font family of the font, then size, for example 13. So let's run. So now it's looking much better. Let's create another checkbox. Create three checkboxes. So checkbox 2, check 2, check 2, check 2, and then this change to Java, and give this images to java.png, and add another checkbox in the hbox layout. So add widget self dot check 2, and run this. You can see that Java, and add another checkbox. So checkbox 3, check 3, check 3, and this checkbox should be JavaScript, and also the icon JavaScript PNG, and then let's add another checkbox 3. Copy and paste it, run. We can see that we have three checkboxes in here. Let's add our signal and slot functionality to do this in the checkbox. As I've already said that there is a signal that we can use, and it is called stateChanged. Let's use that signal first. So we need to create a queue level for the results, and so first of all I need to create a vbox layout in here. So I can just say vbox equal to qvbox layout, and also we are going to create a label. So let me create my label in here, self dot label equal to q level, and I'm going to say hello. Now we can set the phone, same thing, and here you can say label and change to 15. Okay. Let's add the label to the bbox layout dot add widget self dot label, and also so in the hbox layout also we need to add, so no, it should be hbox. So hbox layout, change the main layout to vbox. So now checkboxes. Now let's create our method in here. So we can just say slot in this section. I can say depth item selected. The first thing I'm going to create value creation in here. It is empty string. After that we need to check this. So self dot check one dot is checked. If this is the case, then we want to say value equal to self check one text. So get the text value so from the checkbox, and after that we want to set that to the value. We can using text so that we can get the text of the checkbox. So let's do this for another one. So we can just say if self dot check to dot is check value equal to self dot check to dot text, and if self dot check 3 dot is check, we can change the value to self dot check 3 dot text, and after this now we can add the result to our label. So let's say self dot label dot set text, and why you you have selected value. Now let's add our item selected method to the state change signal of this checkbox. So self dot check one dot state change dot connect, and we can connect the self dot item selected method. Okay, and copy and paste this for checkbox 2, the same for checkbox 3. Now we can just learn this, and I'm going to just remove this hello from the tab level. Okay, so because now I don't need this, and you run this and then say Python, selected Python, Java, Java, selected JavaScript. So let's create a checkbox using Qt designer. So this is my Qt designer, and I first need to design my simple GUI application, and I'm going to just use dialog without button create. So let me just make it a little bigger, and should be like this, I think. And I'm going to add my widget, so I need a level in here, so I can change that. For first I change the font to, for example, 16, and it should be bold, and let me just say regular to now price, and it's 10. Okay, I need another level in here, so let me just in this section, and I can change it to 12 bold, and I can just say select more, and I didn't need to change object name for this two level. Select more. It's now time to add 3 checkboxes, so we can just now in here we have the QCheckBox. And let me just add another checkbox, and just add one, and I'll copy that, change this to 12, and just say pizza, and I can add, for example, a price in here, and we can just copy this, and this should be salad, and 4, and since it should be, for example, object name, you can create pizza, and for salad you can say salad, and another, create another one, so we should be using sausage, and I can say 5, and change this to sausage. Okay, now after doing this we need another level for the result, so let me just add that in here, change the object name to result, change the font size to 14 bold, like this, and we need add our layout management, choose these 3, and I make the layout vertical, and this two choose be horizontally, and choose main window, or main window we can just make it vertically. And so this is our simple design, and if I preview this way my design. After doing this, let me just remove this level from here, text of the label. Now we need to save this, and I can just click on the save, and let me just say checkbox demo, or we can just say checkbox check demo. Let's save this. And now we can see the checkbox in here, checkbox demo. And now it's time to convert this to .py file. So you can say pyuic6 minus x, and we give the name of the UI file checkdemo.ui minus o output, and we should be checkdemo.py and run it. And checkdemo.py, we run this, you can see the checkboxes in here. So there are three checkboxes with the text. Now let's add our signal and slot functionality. So in here I'm going to just add a method, and I call it db depth check selected self, and I can create a price variable, and I want to just make it 10. If self dot checkbox underscore pizza, if this is check, we just want to say the price is plus 3. Yeah, and let's do this for another one. Self dot checkbox select dot eCheck, price will be 4, price plus 4. And if we can create another if, and here if condition self, if self dot sources dot check, and then we want to make the price to price plus 5. So these are the prices. Now after doing this, we need to add this price to the level self dot level result dot set text, and say total price is parenthesis parent dot format, and we can allow the price. Now it's time to add this with the state change signal of the checkbox. So we can just find uh, 3 checkboxes. So we have started here pizza, and just let me add in here, we had a comment connect to the signal, connect to signal, and self dot checkbox pizza dot state change dot connect, and self dot check selected. Same thing can be copied and paste for the other salad in here. So change the pizza to salad, and this time for sauces, and change the checkbox to sauces. Okay, choose pizza, then total price is 10 plus 3, so 13. So you can add 17, and then it becomes 22. Okay, this is the all about checkbox design in the PyQt6. Hope you like this video. Have a nice time. We'll see you in the next video.